Hey Valley kids, a quick video on how you estimate percentages. No trivia tonight, just get right to it. Tonight's target, I can estimate percentages. Here's three ways you can estimate percentages. First is the way I taught you in class, which is the 10 and 50% method. Let's say we need to find 62% of 123. Well, for all of the methods, you have to round first. So 62% is about 60%. 123 is about 120. We're just estimating, so rounding is just fine. Then you stack and add. 50% of 120 is 60. That's half. 10% of 120 is 12. If you take and move the decimal one spot to the left, divide by 10, you get 12. So now you've stacked these up. You have 50 and 10%, which equals 60%. So you can just add up your products here, or your sums, 60 and 12, and get 72. Sound fair? All right. Next, you can multiply the decimal. This is the same method, basically, the way you start, because you still round. 62% becomes 60%. 123 becomes 120. But now you're going to move the decimal 2 spots and multiply. So when I take the percentage, and that's the decimal you move that 60%, you make it into a decimal, it becomes 0.6. See how I moved it 2 spots? Divided by 100. Move it 2 spots, and I've got 0.6. Because the decimal is going to be right here. I could have 0.60, but what's the point? It's 0.6. And then you just multiply. 6 times 0 is 0. 6 times 2 is 12. You're carrying 1, so you got 6 times 1 plus that 1 is 720. Move the decimal 1 spot because you've got 1 decimal spot here, and you've got 72. Same answer. I'm going to call this method Tony's method because he's the one who could do it, but he couldn't quite explain it. Nobody could. So I did some thinking upon it. Tony's doing the same thing as I did. He rounds the numbers. 62% becomes 60. 123 becomes 120. And then he sets it up just like I did. 120 times 60. Except for instead of moving the decimal 2 spots and dividing by 100, he's just crossing off zeros. Same thing. He gets down to a basic fact here of 6 times 12. 6 times 12 is 72. I don't care which method you use. This is cool as long as you understand why you're crossing those zeros out. It's the same thing as moving it 2 spots. All right? Thank you very much. And thanks to Tony.